So then you did your modeling, and I think that is a very good aspect of life that you just talked about, because this is very important and being talked about a lot, that you should have an apprenticeship in some area that you like, or especially all the ones 50 plus, and you chose your own apprenticeship kind of a thing or a job, which you would have got some experience and insights of career and life. How was it that phase?
You mean my modeling?
Yeah.
It was quite by accident. I was actually quite the ugly duckling at home.
Okay.
I was teased constantly by my family, and I think that when you are a kid and you grow up with that, whether it's your big ears or your big nose or whatever, family siblings are cruel, right? Mine are no exception. So I grew up with that constantly feeling like I wasn't pretty. It was just at a wedding that I got noticed by a photographer, and he asked me he would take my portfolio. And we didn't have money at that time it was like 10,000 rupees that he was asking that time.
10,000 bucks for do the portfolio thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's just pictures of you in different angles. So yeah. And he said he would do it for me for this amount. And my mom said, no, there is no money. My grandmother had just passed away, my dad's mom, and she left me 2 bangles, 1 bangles.
Okay.
So I sold one of those bangles to get the money. And then I told him that I'm sorry, the photographer, I'm sorry, I don't have this much money. I have this much. And he said, I'll do it. So he took my pictures, and I ended up on the cover of Femina magazine in India.
Okay.
Because there was another Vanessa. I was Vanessa Vaz at that time. And there was another Vanessa Vaz. And she was a top model in India at that time. So everybody thought I was the same. And apparently we looked the same, except she had curly hair and I had straight hair. So it was causing a lot of confusion in the fashion, in the model industry at that time. So that's why I got to the cover, which was just helped me, because then I got a lot of catwalk assignments and everything.
Yeah. So and the assignments kept coming. And
the assignments kept coming, but that is something that I think that every little girl, you either want to be a flying, an air hostess, or you want to be a model. And I had the good fortune of testing both. So I was an air hostess as well. But in the model industry, there was I knew very quickly, this is not for me. Because the amount of, if I may say, bitchiness was overwhelming. I had one girl tell me, I'm prettier than you, I don't know why you're on the cover. And for a while, it kind of hits you like, why are you saying this? Because that is pretty rude.
Yes.
So I knew that, this is not worth it. The money was not worth it to be there. So it was quickly that I left all that. But before that, I think the modeling helped me to get into the flying, air hostess. Another very good, you want to taste, you want to just check, is this for me? And leave if it's not. So I went into it was East West Airlines. They don't exist. It was domestic. But it was fantastic. It was a fantastic experience, because it's the glamour and the glitz. You have your high heel shoes, you got your bags, and you see everybody checking you out at the airport. I mean, the feeling is so hyped. And then when you're in there, you're just I am a.
Yeah.
It's just amazing,
And at the same time, travel for free.
Yes, yeah. That's what my mom, she's like, can you give me a free ticket? I'll buy you a ticket, But I mean, I remember once some of the things that happened, the airlines were always delayed. So I had people waiting at the airport for 4 hours and then coming on the flight. And mine was like, would you like a newspaper? Or would you like some candy? And once I remember I said, would you like to read the newspaper? And he said, I read it back to front for 4 hours. I will tell you what's in the paper. I said, well, okay. The next person, would you like to read the paper?
And
So,
this is the era when there were no phones.
no, exactly. Yes.
No, not even the calling ones. It's
No.
just the landlines.
But that was such an experience. And I think the turning point was when, we had cleared out the whole aircraft. I cleared the whole place. And then somebody said, bling, bling, can I have a cup of tea? So I said, yeah, sure. So I went back to make him a cup of tea, and I came back. And the guy at the side said, can I also have a cup of tea? And I was so close to say, why didn't you say it in the first place? I couldn't. And that's when I just realized, okay, maybe not for you.
I actually, honestly, I love that job. The responsibility that comes in.
Yes.
When people talk about the aesthetics part, or it looks nice and they're really humble and stuff, but to keep yourself humble and soft and be nice, even at the face that like you said, the roughness.
Yeah.
You have to be the same all the time, irrespective of what you're going to inside.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, you're also trained to look after the safety of the passengers.
Yes.
With the smile.
Yes.
And you're on the constant thoughts in the mind. Okay, next thing will be there will be a turbulence, or put it at the bed, or there will be some emergency landing and stuff like that. So I have really good respect for that job, because the other people that I know who do the same job are police and the military people, and they never smile to do when they're doing their job. That's the only job.
That's true. Yes.
Okay, so but then the responsibility already started coming on you, or with that as a job.
Yes, but I also realized that this is not me. And I think that is also what kids need to know today, that if it's not, don't waste your time. Because, there's so many other things, and it's hard to pick what do I want to do.
Oh, yeah. Julia was there for the first podcast, and she mentioned the same exact thing. The reason she's so early on a group manager is she decided, okay, the first thing is to realize this is not for me, which is something like many of us get stuck. Even I got stuck in many places, and I didn't move. So this is really good. Please go on.